What's good, everybody? What is it today? October 8th. We're here with another episode, and we just gonna jump right into this one. Now let's get started. First, I want to start by saying the thing that wakes us up before the sun does, the thing that sometimes knows what we want better than we do. It connects us to millions, but somehow makes us feel alone for some reason. Social media, my topic today, it was supposed to be something that brought the world together. And in some ways it did. We have to admit that. I mean, we've built businesses from it. We've shared stories. We've raised awareness, sparked revolutions, all from the palm of our hand, all from the power of an electronic device. But somewhere along the line, something bad happened. Something changed. The likes turned into validation. The followers became metrics for self-worth. And the truth, honestly, it really depends on who posted whatever they posted first. And this is why I call it the double-edged feed, where connection meets control, inspiration meets illusion, and every post comes with a price. So today I want to have a conversation with you guys about the power, the poison, and the pressure that comes with living online. Because in all honesty, in the end, social media doesn't just really show us the world. In some cases, it really shows us ourselves. So without further ado, everybody, this is King Ju here, back at y'all with another episode of King Ju Talks. Today is going to be based on social media and the positive and negative aspects of it. So today's episode is going to be entitled The Double-Edged Feed. Now, to get started, I have a couple of things that I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about the positive aspects of it, of course, and then we're going to dive into the negative aspects of it. And of course, like always, everybody, sit back, grab a snack, and let's get into social media's impact. And of course, I got to have my notes to keep me on track because that's just what I do. If you don't like it, so the fuck what? I don't care. But in any case, let me go ahead and fix this real quick. Let's see. Okay, let's just go ahead and get this going. Make sure. Can you guys see me fully, or is there any black space on the screen? Just let me know so I can fix that. But in any case, let's go ahead and get started, guys. Today, first, I'm gonna start with the positive aspects of social media, and then we're gonna dive into the negative aspects. Starting with instant connection and networking. Now, it's no secret that okay, you can say, all right, cool. So it's no secret that social media was basically brought about to interact with others, to reconnect with old friends or connect with new people or network with strangers or, whatever the case may be. Because before social media came around, the people that we knew already, there was no way of contacting them unless you had their number. I mean, it's all started with, I don't know. I know MySpace was the first thing I know of. I don't know if there was anything before that. I don't think there was. MySpace, and then I believe Facebook came not too long after that. I know because when I was back in middle school, seventh grade, this was around 2007, 2008, if I'm not, yeah, about 2007, 2008. MySpace was the best shit popping, right? At that time, that was what was popular. Facebook came around not too long after. Some people moved over to Facebook, and then eventually everybody migrated over to Facebook. Maybe my eighth grade to, when I got in high school, that's when Facebook kind of really took off. But before that, I mean, like I said, you had to have that particular person's number, or if y'all just happened to see each other in public, there was no way of keeping in touch with people before social media came around. Not like that, at least. Not only that, you can connect with strangers from all over the world. Like if you have gamers or podcasters on YouTube, kind of like myself, entrepreneurs on Instagram, LinkedIn became a thing for people to apply to different employment opportunities, and even people looking for employees for whatever they need to do. So that's pretty much that. Now, the next point I want to move on to is voices and movements, specifically amplifying voices and movements. A lot of our social justice causes have gained traction because of social media, i.e., Black Lives Matter, the Me Too movement, and SARS. I believe there was one for our women too as well. If anybody remembers that movement that we had for I think it was something with our women in the world. I forgot what it was. I know it was something. It wasn't Me Too. It was something else, but I'll come back to that. In any case, yeah, with these particular movements, it gives light to the injustices that go on in our particular society. Like, for example, Black Lives Matter came about to protest unjust killings or unalivings from police officers to our black people for would seem to be no cause, honestly. Now, in my personal opinion, I believe Black Lives Matter has kind of lost its way over the years, especially with all of the shit that the owner of Black Lives Matter was doing. I heard all the scandals and shit that went down. I do think it's lost its impact over the years. I do think it can be revived, honestly, but where it stands right now, I really don't think it's as powerful as I feel like it can be, and as powerful as it really needs to be, honestly. The Me Too movement was against victims of sexual assault, anything really, any kind of assault, more specifically sexual assault, though, and especially from these people who have higher, I guess, I hate to say higher power, but people of status. And the shit gets swept under the rug a lot because of money. Obviously, money talks. People with power, they can do different things that us normal people cannot do. It's unfortunate, but fuck, it's true. It is what it is. And just giving these people a voice, these victims that felt like they didn't really have a say so in this situation because they, for whatever reason, they may have felt like it would have been a waste of time. I get it. But this Me Too movement, that also, I hate to say that kind of lost its luster too. It started out as something that was just and had an actual cause, but then that also kind of turned into something that was kind of not overused, but kind of shaped up into a case by case thing. So instead of it being a movement or amplifying this particular movement to, let's see how I want to phrase that. Instead of it being more so a real movement, it kind of became just a word that people throw around now. And it's unfortunate because there are victims out here that still haven't spoken up, that I feel like they should speak up. But to me, hey, I don't live in these people's shoes, so I don't exactly know how that would work. But then we have NSARS. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know too much about that, so I'm not gonna really talk about that. I'm gonna just move on to my next point: business and creativity platforms. Now, myself included, we're using our social media to obviously kind of grow it into another business of ours. Of course, the goal is monetization and income, but at the same time, a lot of us have different goals in mind. Like me, for example. Of course, I do want to be monetized at some point with this particular podcast, but at the same time, my goal is to kind of become a voice. Like I said in my first episode, I kind of want to become a voice for people who maybe don't have that factor, I guess, or for people who maybe are struggling with finding their way or, different things. Just kind of be relatable in a way for people who maybe are having a hard time dealing with certain things in their life. But yeah, that's kind of why I do it. Like I said, I don't really look for income. I mean, obviously I want it. I want to be able to profit off of this at some point. But as of now, I'm just doing what I have to do to grow my channel, to reach more people, to kind of put myself more out there for other people to either be entertained off of me from the lighthearted things that I do, or join in the conversation for more serious topics like we have today. People use Instagram for marketing. TikTok is a big one that we use for marketing. I've personally used TikTok as well. I've used Instagram as well to kind of market my small business. I use it to market this podcast. If y'all, in case y'all don't know, my Instagram, matter of fact, I'm about to link it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put it. And if anybody doesn't know, this is my podcast Instagram below. Feel free to leave a like, follow after the show, or however you want to do it, or just engage. Hell, I'm appreciative of any attention that I get to the page. Moving on. Oh, one more thing. It's like SoundCloud. That's become a thing that people can use to market their music. Cloud. Hell, we have Spotify podcasters. I've used it once, but I haven't used it recently. I'm gonna use it again. Hell, like I said, YouTube, even Riverside. I mean, the program that I use right now to, connect with you guys and to display my episodes to you guys. Riverside. That's been a great tool for marketing as well. So let's move on to the next one. Damn, my head is itching. It's fucking hot as hell outside. It's the heat and the sweat, man. It's too late in the year to be this hot. This is bullshit. Anyway, education and awareness. Now, this can kind of somewhat go hand in hand with business and creativity, but it's kind of its own spectrum at the same time. Education and awareness. Well, awareness that can definitely play hand in hand with the networking as well and the voices and movements. But I'm gonna start with education. If we being honest, guys, I mean, I've learned a lot over social media. Some things that I didn't learn in high school that I should have learned, that I've learned over the course of my time on social media. And that's kind of sad to say that. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but yeah, in some ways, I've learned more on social media than I've learned in school. And that's, like I said, I hate to say it like that, but yeah, it's true. I mean, with the high school I went to, a lot of our teachers really weren't that good at teaching. I mean, I know maybe a good 3 or 4 teachers, maybe 5 out of the 4 years I went to high school were actually good teachers and actually wanted to teach us. Well, I'm not gonna say actually wanted to teach us because all of them. Well, no, I can't even say that because some of the teachers don't even want to teach. They just there for the fucking paycheck. But like I said, I can probably name 4 or 5 teachers throughout my 4 years in high school that I can actually confidently say that they actually wanted to teach us. A lot of them, the other ones, I mean, hell, my particular school, they were good with trying to hire alumni over qualifications. And I don't know. It was kind of off. It was off putting to me because, I mean, it's one thing to have a football coach as a teacher, but it's another thing to where it was so crazy. It was to the point where in this particular class, if the coach said that we had work, the whole class would literally bust out laughing. Like it was funny at the time, but looking back at it, it's actually kind of sad. But I ain't gonna talk too much on that. Another thing in education, like I said, we have all the programs that teach us, all the social media that we learn from TikTok, YouTube Shorts. I've learned things from X, honestly. I've learned things from Instagram, Facebook, and a lot of things is usually historical topics, because we all know a lot of these schools that teach history teach the whitewash version. And cancel me if you want. I really don't give a fuck. Like, cause I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that they didn't, but I'm also not gonna say that they chose to do that, because I feel like if it was up to them at my school particularly, I feel like if it was up to them, they would teach us the real Black history. Teachers have to stick to a certain curriculum. I get that, but let's all be honest here. I mean, the history that schools teach us, even in my middle school, the history that we were taught, it was the whitewash version. It wasn't the real Black history. It wasn't the real shit that really was going on back in the day. That shit, I've learned that following a creator on TikTok. I don't remember her name, but I will when I upload this video to YouTube, or when I upload this to whatever social media I upload it to, I'm gonna make sure I tag her in this. Ma'am, if you see this, I've learned more about Black history just watching your videos than I have, what is it, 18 fucking years in school? I've learned more from you than 18 years of history lessons? No, ain't no way. That just goes to show just how, well, I'm not going to digress too much, but this is going to show how fucked up our educational system is. In any case, hell, financial literacy, I've learned that from social media. I've only taken one financial class in my whole life. My middle school, my elementary school, my middle school, my high school, that wasn't even an option to take those classes. Going to college, I took one financial class and I dropped it because obviously I didn't see the importance in it at the time. I was naive. I didn't really see how important financial literacy is. I didn't really see how important, hell, anything financially, that shit is important. Like, you learn to save money, you learn how to budget your money, you learn about these different Ks and different trust funds and the impact and how banks really operate. You learn all of that shit. You really should learn it in school, but a lot of these schools that are predominantly don't teach the shit, and it's sad because, I mean, just because the school is predominantly all Black kids doesn't mean that we don't need to know financial literacy either. We learn that shit, and then our parents go through the same thing. A lot of them didn't know about it because those schools don't teach that. But you go to them fancy ass schools, they're teaching them kids all that shit. They're teaching kids shit that you never even thought was a thing. But let me not digress, because I could talk for days about how fucked up our education is. But yeah, let's move on to awareness before I get pissed off again. Natural disasters that hit whatever land you live in or wherever you live. It's a good way to keep up with how people are. There's a feature on Facebook where you can mark if you're safe from a certain disaster. This was funny. This reminds me, I saw this on one around the time when when all the shit with Diddy came out. There was a post on there that I saw my cousin retweet, or she shared it, matter of fact, and it said such and such is his mark been marked safe from Diddy, and that shit was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna try to find that. Yeah, that shit was funny. But I ain't gonna digress too much more. So yeah, just a quick recap, guys. The positive impacts of social media. We have connection, networking, the amplification of voices and movements like I said, Black Lives Matter, Me Too, NSARS. Hell, even the LGBT community, they've been able to use that to further their, get themselves more out there and educate us on, what they are. Business and creativity platforms and education and awareness. Now, there are other positive aspects, but for the sake of this not being hours long, I'm going to just end with these four and I'm going to move on to the negative impacts because, man, there's a lot of negativities with this. So get ready for this because like I said, there's a lot going on. Social media it started off as a positive aspect, but the way people have shaped it and overused it and just all this other bullshit with it, what it's become more hurtful to us as a society than helpful. Starting with this idea of comparison culture and one validation. A lot of insecurities come about when you talk about comparison culture and validation. Honestly, we all shouldn't. Like I said, nobody's life is, well, I didn't say this yet, but nobody's life is the same. And we really shouldn't base our self worth over how many views or likes or reposts or followers that we have, because again, this is not real life. This is social media. This is a tool that we use to connect with people and do other positive things. It shouldn't be used for these negative effects. And I get it. Peer pressure is a thing. We see somebody living better than us and we want that, or we see somebody doing this and we want to do the same thing. It just turns everybody into a bunch of followers, in my opinion. Man, my ears itching like a motherfucker. It's fucking sweat, I swear. It is too hot. It's too late in the year to be this hot, dude. It's October 8th and it's still fucking 90 degrees. I don't understand that. Anyway, moving on to our next point. Information overload and also misinformation. I'm gonna just throw this out there. Fair warning. I'm not a political person. I've already said myself, I'm not gonna get political on this channel. But this particular instance, I'm gonna make an exception because this shit really needs to be said. There's a problem with fake news being spread a lot faster than factual news because the first time you see something, you run to the comment section and there's all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. I'm talking all kinds of opinions that are wrong and all kinds of stupid shit that makes no sense and it's crazy, it's ridiculous. I mean, I get it, everybody has an opinion on something, but don't spread false information, especially, and this shit happens a lot when it comes to political things. And again, trigger warning, if you're not into politics, feel free to skip this, but this will probably be the only time I get this political with my channel. Now, going back to around the time COVID became really became bad back in 2020. It started in 2019, hence the reason why it's called COVID-19. It really got bad when it got out here in 2020. I don't know if y'all remember, but the president at the time was Donald Trump. He suggested drinking bleach would cure the fucking disease. And people were so stupid, they actually did the shit. And if I'm not mistaken, I think some people died because of that. But no, if they did, I'm pretty sure they blame the fucking bleach instead of blaming the stupid ass Donald Trump that actually suggested it, or blaming yourself for actually drinking bleach. Dude, at some point, taking advice from somebody who doesn't know you, who doesn't give a fuck about you, over your own supposed to be intelligence. Everybody knows bleach is not supposed to be consumed. There's a lot of things in this world that aren't to be consumed by humans. Bleach is one of them. That shit will kill you. So why the fuck would you even take this man's advice about drinking the shit, thinking that it would actually cure COVID? The only thing that cures COVID is staying your stupid ass at home and protecting yourself, washing up, don't be dirty, wash your fucking hands, cover your mouth when you cough. That is the shit that keeps it from spreading. But people weren't trying to hear that. All they were trying to hear was what the fuck this man was saying. Give y'all another example. Now, before I say this, whoever sees this shit, don't come at me with no threats. Cause I know I'm not playing that shit. I got a family. If you come at me with these fucking threats, I'm gonna handle you. Just be ready for that. Be aware of that. When your boy Charlie Kirk was assassinated, was it assassination horrific? Yeah, it was. It really was. I mean, whoever did it, great shot. Oh, it was a good, obviously accurate shot. Was it fucked up? Hell yeah. Was it horrific? Hell yeah. I watched the video. That shit was crazy. Ever. And this is where the division comes in. And I'm gonna turn this off because I'm about to really get serious. This is where the division came in at. When I looked at that video and I looked at those comments, flooded, I'm talking fucking flooded with all kinds of racial slurs, N-word, this. It's time for white people to rise up and white supremacists and white revolutions and the left and the right. And I'm thinking to myself, we don't even know who the fuck pulled the trigger yet. And y'all are already jumping to conclusions, spreading false information and overloading people with false information at that. We didn't even know who pulled the fucking trigger at the time. Dude, this is fucking crazy. We did not know who pulled the trigger at the time. And yet you stupid motherfuckers were already running to you, whatever, to try to spread all this false information saying, oh, this person did it. Oh, it was a left that did it. Or it was a black person that did it. Yeah, I've actually seen it. Somebody said it was a black person that did it. Dude, people were sending in death threats to HBCUs because of this man's assassination. Y'all act like this fucking dude was a god. Like he was not a fucking god. He was a regular old podcaster who said a whole bunch of stupid shit that I didn't agree with. What again? Did he deserve to die? I don't think so. I don't think he did. I don't think he deserved to die. However, the problem is all of you stupid motherfuckers, all of you racist motherfuckers at that, who ran to your social medias behind your goddamn white cloth and spread all this dumb false information about whoever did the shit, talking about, oh, the left is the most violent, whatever. And again, I'm not even a political person, but this shit right here, it irritated me so bad. And I don't let shit like this irritate me, but it really got bad when I heard about the HBCUs in those bomb threats. I wasn't even gonna really get into that, but when that shit happened, yeah, no. I was like, no, you know what? Now you fucking people are taking it too far because black people had nothing to do with that shit. And y'all love to point the fucking finger. I noticed that a lot about, see, I hate using racial slurs. I don't really use racial slurs. I don't use them at all, honestly. All you racist white people. That's what I'm gonna call y'all. All of you racist white people, you people love to point the finger at others. Y'all love to play the victim card and y'all don't like getting facts about shit. And then even after that, dude, there was 2 lynchings at fucking schools in Mississippi right after this man was assassinated. And y'all really believe that this was suicide? Apparently this, like, one of these kids had broken bones. Who the fuck is gonna break their own bones, tie the fucking noose around their neck and jump out of a tree? Dude, y'all been hanging us from trees for decades now. Who the fuck is gonna do that shit voluntarily? Come on now, make it make sense. Ain't no black person you know is gonna jump out of a fucking tree with a noose around their neck to commit suicide, knowing the fucking history behind black people hanging in trees. So make that make sense. People, think about the shit for a second. Don't just y'all. Then this is the problem. Y'all run to certain outlets who y'all know are gonna fuel your fucking agenda, and that's the only information y'all go off of. Y'all, nobody goes off of any different outlets that have other opinions. You fucking people are so closed minded. Y'all don't care to really be challenged on your beliefs because, oh, it's all about Donald Trump. It's all about Charlie Kirk and this and that. It's all about all kinds of stupid shit. And it's crazy to me. It really is. Like, I'm almost done with this rant, but it's stupid to me because if the fucking shoe was on the other foot and we jumped to conclusions, y'all would not let us live this shit down. When I say we, I mean we as black people. If we jump to conclusions on some shit, even though we know like what's going on, y'all will call us all kind of names. Y'all will call us all stupid N-word this and stupid N-word that and monkey. Dude, I've seen, and this is me personally, I'm about to tell y'all all the names I've been called on social media, more specifically X. I've been called a monkey. I've been called a jigaboo. I've been called the N-word more times than I can count. I've been called a fat ass. I've been called all kind of shit. And it's always these stupid racist bots and these accounts that have no pictures and all kinds of shit. But then when I challenge you motherfuckers, y'all get quiet. Or when I tell you it's always somebody who ain't got no picture, y'all get quiet. See, that's the thing. I ain't my fucking ancestors, bitch. I'ma fight back. Fuck what you talking about. No disrespect to my ancestors, of course. But no, I will fight you back. I'm sorry. I will debate you back. And I ain't like Charlie Kirk. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. But I ain't like him. You know what I'm saying? I don't spew hatred like he did. As far as my opinion is concerned, I think he spewed hatred. I really do. I think that a lot of people have lost the plot when it comes to this whole debate thing because they're literally putting this man on a pedestal that's on the same level as fucking God. I've literally seen pictures. Matter of fact, you know what? Yeah, this will actually go into my next point. I've actually seen pictures of this man with AI wings putting on him. And I've even seen a video of this AI video. He was getting up from his chair where he was at before he was assassinated. Wings grew out this man back and he flew up to fucking heaven. Y'all got to be on some mental illness type shit to really sit there and think that this man would then treat this man like a literal god. Like, that's some real deal sickness right there. Again, guys, this is my opinion. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But if you send me any threats about this shit, I'm going to fuck over you. Just be ready for that. I'm going to fuck over you. In any case, yeah. So back to the AI thing. And this takes me into my next point with overutilization of AI. Now, I use AI. Obviously, I do. I use it to edit my videos. I've used it before. But there's a difference between using it for something that you need to use it for and using it just to use it. Again, like I said, there's an AI video of Charlie Kirk with fucking wings coming out of his back and he's flying up to heaven. I think that was the corniest shit ever. Honestly, any AI video of me of somebody who's deceased with wings coming out their back, flying up, I do think, regardless of who it is, I think that shit is corny. If somebody's gone not with us anymore, let that person rest. Don't be making videos about them flying up to heaven. And that shit is corny to me. It really is. I've had an AI video of me made, surprisingly. Well, no, not surprisingly, because again, when I challenge these motherfuckers on X, they always come with the insults. Either they get quiet or they come with the insults. And this one guy in particular, I thought this was funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie. He made an AI video of me eating a fucking cheeseburger. He took my avatar picture on Twitter. In fact, let me go ahead and, if I could pull it up right now, I'm gonna show y'all the video. Just give me 1 second, cause y'all are gonna laugh at this one. I could promise you, you're gonna laugh at this one. Yeah, man, this man really like, and I challenged him over something. It was about the fucking lynchings in Mississippi. I challenged him on that, and he was basically saying that it was debunked that he didn't have broken bones or what have you. And so I was like, okay, I said, did you physically see him hang himself? Because it was arguing up and down about this being a suicide. I asked him, did you physically see him hang himself? Couldn't answer the question, but made this video of me. And I promise y'all, this shit is funny as hell. Let me go ahead and restart it. Now y'all tell me, first of all, my guy, what are you doing saving a picture of another man? And then a man you don't know at that. And then why are you making a video of me? Like, I even told him I'm flattered. I get it, but I don't swing that way, dude. Like, come on now, I'm married. I have a kid. I don't swing that way. So don't save my pictures. Like, that's weird to me. That's very weird to me. But yeah, in any case, let's move on to the next one. This one kind of goes hand in hand with the misinformation and overutilization of information, cyberbullying and online harassment. Now, like I said before, a lot of these people on X, I mean, they have their own rhetoric, they have their own agenda. They like to harass people who don't agree with them. And like I said, when I challenge them, they get quiet. But for other people, it might not be that. People say a lot of things behind screens that they won't tell you in your face. Like, I've even, not only with that in particular, but I've actually had people who I considered my friend run the social media, or apparently I did something, or something was said that he didn't like, that this person didn't like. And instead of coming to me about it, man to man, in person, he decides to run the social media. And not only run the social media, he said what he had to say and then blocked me. So I couldn't respond to it. To this day, I'm still blocked. And my guy, if you see this, I still think you a bitch. I'm sorry. Like, we can talk about it, but I still think you're a bitch. And I don't really give a fuck who says what to it. I think you're a bitch for not telling me what the issue was up front and then running the social media to try to bash me and question my manhood and my masculinity and then block me on that. I think that's some bitch shit. I'm sorry. I still love you, my brother. I do. People need to honestly realize that individuals who hide behind electronic devices, they're only looking to get a reaction out of you. And in this particular instance, I will admit he got that reaction out of me. But at the same time, what I told him needed to be said. But a lot of people, they're just looking to get reactions out of other people nowadays. It's not just for having debates or just having conversations. Now it's like people, they're purposely trying to get a reaction out of you to try to use the shit against you. And to kind of switch gears over to the cyberbullying, I do feel like they're still also trying to get a reaction out of you. But I think that just defending yourself, as hard as that is, I know it's easier said than done, but if you defend yourself, I promise it's not going to be as bad. Now, if shit gets worse, then yeah, you just got to defend yourself even more. If it gets to the point where you got to fight somebody just to get over it, I mean, hell, you have to do what you got to do. I don't condone violence. I don't think violence is ever the answer, but I do think defending yourself It's always the fucking answer. Don't ever let nobody try to fuck over you or play you, anything like that. It's worse for teenagers though, in my opinion, because I know peer pressure is a bitch. You know, you're coming into your own. A lot of things are different. You're seeing the world through a different lens than you did when you were a kid. My got people who are 13 to 18. Honestly, cyberbullying has no age limits or has no age minimum. Anybody can be cyberbullied. Everybody has been cyberbullied at some point. At least I feel. I think it's bitch made. I really do. Because like I said, don't say anything to anybody behind the lens of a fucking electronic device that you wouldn't say to them in person. And I feel like a lot of you people who do this cyberbullying shit, you would not say this shit to people in person. At least 50% of you motherfuckers are actually scary in real life. And that's just my opinion. Because what joy do you get out of bullying somebody online who can't defend themselves, who don't even know who you are? And a lot of you don't even, again, a lot of you motherfuckers don't have pictures, so nobody even knows who they're talking to. It's always these pictures of these avatars or these characters or political figures or items and shit. It's never a real, like, you see my face, like you guys can see my face in this fucking stream. You can never see these people's face like that. Not saying that's how all of it is, but I know from what I've seen, that's kind of how it is. That's mostly what I've seen. But I will say this though, stand up for yourself. Like I said, I don't condone violence. I don't think violence is ever the answer, but I will always stand firm that defending yourself will always be the answer. Because don't let nobody fuck over you like that. Never that. Never. And social media has become it's become this fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Like this crutch for people to do shit in that they wouldn't do in real life. Not even just cyberbullying. Like there's a lot of shit that people say they would do on social media that they would not do in real life. Now don't take that with a grain of salt if you want. But like I said earlier, if people come at me with these fucking threats, it's gonna be a problem. That ain't no what Paul Heyman say. That's not a prediction, that's a spoiler. God damn it. Let's move on to the last one. Not the last one. I got two more left after this and we're gonna move. That'll pretty much be it. The next one is addiction and the decline of your mental health. When I say mental health, I don't mean depression caused by hardships in life or different mental illnesses like schizophrenia and the ones that I've talked about in my previous episode. I mean a different kind of mental health decline that's called addiction. And yes, it will cause a decline in your health. It really will. It'll cause you a decline in your health physically, mentally, and it'll change your perception of reality because you're thinking that social media is something that it's not. I've been a victim of this before. I can admit that I've been a victim of thinking that what I see on social media is really what's going on. When I had to actually learn that no, that shit is not what's going on. People only post what they want people to see. But everybody behind closed doors, everybody has a different life. I don't care what the fuck you display on social media. You're not going to display your entire life on social media. Unless that's what you do. I'm not judging you on that, but if that's what you do, hey, by all means. But I know for most of us normal people, a lot of what we post on social media is not really what goes on in our life. Yeah, we'll post our accomplishments. Like for me personally, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I don't really post like that. I mean, I post my family. I've posted my wedding pictures. I posted me and my wife's maternity shoot, and I posted my daughter. That's pretty much it. I mean, I don't really post a lot. I don't really have nothing to post. I mean, I post on my story, but when it comes to posts, I only really post for important dates. Like my daughter's first birthday, I made a post for that. Me and my wife just made our 1 year anniversary. I made a post for that. Just things that are important. I don't post every fucking thing because it's none of you fucking people's business. It's really not. If you want to know what's in my business, you got to be one of my friends or my family. Fuck all that. But there's this thing called dopamine that when released, it brings a good feeling to us. A lot of us get our dopamine from, unfortunately, gambling. A lot of us get our dopamine intake or whatever outtake from smoking marijuana. A lot of us drink alcohol. A lot of us play video games. There's different ways of getting of that dopamine release. Some of us scroll on social media. Some of us consider that's our form of gambling. That's our addiction and that's our drug that is in a way is really not healthy for us. I know you guys notice like people like they chase their next high or their next buzz or whatever. A lot of people who are addicted to social media, they chase that next notification, that next tweet, that next like, that next follow, that next repost, whatever the case may be. And that's kind of become a drug to them. And it's unfortunate because there's so many different things you can be doing. But scrolling social media timelines has become kind of what a lot of people are being more accustomed to. And it kind of fucks up you guys' reality. It kind of fucks up you guys' perception. And like I said, it's just unfortunate. It's to the point where you guys are getting sleep deprivation. You guys are distracted more easily. Your attention spans are reduced, and it's like you have to take time out of the day, like, and your anxiety gets so bad to where it's like, "Oh, let me do this and da 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 da. Okay, now I feel better, and then you put your phone down, and then it just the cycle just repeats. It, like I said, it's like gambling. When people are addicted to different things like gambling or what have you, that becomes their norm. They no longer feel like a human being without having that in their back pocket. Therefore, these people don't feel like human beings without being able to scroll their social media. And God forbid if they lose their goddamn phone, oh my God. Or if they lose their Wi Fi, oh my God. Man, I've seen people throw tantrums like you wouldn't believe because they didn't have their phone. And I'm thinking to myself, man, you are really a sad individual if you're going to throw this kind of tantrum because you don't have your phone. And this is grown ass people. I ain't talking about kids. I'm talking about grown up adults throwing these bitch fits because they either their phone ain't working or they lost it or it broke or whatever the case may be. And to that, I just gotta say, just get a. I mean, come on now, touch some grass, touch some sand, do something with your life. Like, come on now, don't live your life through the fucking lens of a goddamn electronic device. My next point is, and I've kind of already talked about this, but polarization and division. Like I said before, y'all, a lot of people on social media, there's a lot of division going on in the world, and it's all like it's on full display on really X, and it's starting to kind of migrate over to Instagram, like I've been seeing. I feel like X's algorithm though is probably one of the worst ever since Elon Musk took over that particular company. When it was Twitter, it was cool. I could fuck with it, but like X, like no, it's getting really bad at this point. And I feel like they only do it. He only really has it like that to drive engagement because drama sells. I mean, it really does. And I'm gonna touch on this too. But in my opinion, X's algorithm is more tailored to Republicans and reporters of our current president. And a lot of times when I scroll, I see nothing but just negative videos of black people fighting and people getting killed and all this and that. And then when you scroll under those comments, it's all nothing but inward this suggestions of ethnic cleansing, and it's just crazy. And again, this goes back to the point where people you're only saying this shit online, like y'all aren't gonna do anything in real life. You're just not. I'm sorry, you're not. I feel like algorithms they can be tailored to dialogue in a way, but the way society is nowadays, it's just not gonna work because drama sells way more than in drama sells more than intellect, and that's just it's a fucked up way of looking at it, but drama sells way more than intellect would ever sell because people love to look at shit going down and all kinds of whatever. I guess that's their way of forgetting about the real world. Or I don't know. I think it's stupid, but yeah, whatever. Now this next one, I'm only gonna talk about it just a little bit. This last one, I'm gonna really get deep into this one. The next one is privacy and data concerns. I mean, obviously, you guys know. Well, in case you don't know, everything we do on social media is tracked. I mean, Facebook, all that's tracked by, I think Mark Zuckerberg or whatever, or whoever works for him. Somebody under him tracks all that shit. And then even with Meta and AI being a thing, it's probably going to be even double tracked because if I'm not mistaken, things like ChatGPT and AI, depending on the prompts that you enter, all of that shit is saved in a database. So if you asking ChatGPT how to get away with murder, that shit is gonna be in their database, and you might get in trouble for that. Just fair warning. I'm not saying you will, but I wouldn't take that chance. I'm just not gonna take that chance. And we've all been in that situation where we see somebody in person, and all of a sudden we open up our Facebook or whatever, and they show up under our suggestions. So not only are they tracking what we look at, they're tracking our location too. Unless you turn it off, of course. But honestly, I feel like even if you turn off your location, there's still some kind of way they can figure that out. I have mine off personally, but who the fuck knows? Well, I have it off from social medias, that is. That's crazy though. You could just be talking about. Now, honestly, I've even been in situations where I talked about something. Not even a person. Like if I've talked about something and all of a sudden I add for that one fucking thing pulls up. Like for example, I was talking about when I in my room right here when I was looking at getting my sectional that I have in here, and I was talking about, I'm like, damn, I need to find me a sectional. Like, where can I find one at Wayfair or Amazon or what have you? And sure enough, and I kid you guys not, when I opened up Facebook, there was a fucking ad that popped up for Wayfair. I don't remember what it was about, but I know it was an ad that popped up for Wayfair. So that shit was crazy. But just be mindful of the things that you guys put on social media because it's all out there. As soon as you put it up, it's all out there. Even with the internet, like you guys know. So whatever you put on the internet, it's gonna be out there for life, honestly. So this last one, this is gonna be a really big one for me. And let me see, we at 49 minutes right now. I'm gonna try not to be too long in this one, but this is a really important one. This last point I want to touch on is misconstrued realities. Now, like I said before, there's an unhealthy plague of people thinking that social media is the same as real life. And it's even worse when people worship these celebrities thinking that their lives are real life. First of all, I feel like if you worship any celebrity, you already have a problem. I'm sorry. Like, it's one thing to be a fan of a celebrity, but I've seen people like literally worship these motherfuckers, like fans of the Beyonce, who apparently she can do no wrong. Nicki Minaj fans, I've seen it. Chris Brown fans, I've seen it. Shit, Charlie Kirk fans, I've seen it. Donald Trump fans, I've seen it. People are literally worshiping these people that don't know you, two, don't give a fuck about you, three, have their own lives. And I'm pretty sure if they found out you were worshiping them, they would probably think something wrong with you too. Just saying. Whenever we see these celebrities, how they live on social media, and I'm gonna just kind of stick more with influencers now. I'm not gonna get more into like big time people. Whenever we see these celebrities or these influencers on our social medias doing what they do, it's like we want to reenact the shit that happens. Like if you see somebody wearing a certain shirt or certain apparel or preaching a certain lifestyle, like a lot of these women influencers preach 50-50 and a man being a provider and whoop de whoop. The stupid shit that us as black people can't seem to fucking get over. Like every time I see a podcast about it, I'm like, dude, can we please talk about something else? There's way more shit going on that's affecting us directly. But yeah, all we can do is seem to talk about men versus women. Anyway, yeah, you guys see all these whatever this particular influencer is preaching, and it's like you immediately change your life to match that. And it's like, she said 50-50, I should be able to do 50-50 too. I should be able to find a man that's gonna provide for me. I should be able to find this particular Birkin bag or what is it now? Yeah, Birkin bag. I see that's going around a lot. All these celebrities are rocking this shit. Now all us normal people want to rock that. I'm like, I mean, if you want to rock it, be my guest, but don't expect me to pay for it. Fuck all that. Only person I'm paying for a Birkin bag for is my wife and my mama. That's it. And my daughter if she ever wants one. Man, it's crazy. So many people are out of touch with reality nowadays when it comes to this. Like I said, it's like people, they just want to, if they see somebody else with it, they automatically want it. And not only that, I see a lot of these influencers and people that like to go viral over stupid shit. It's like they trade in ethics, morals, and values for a viral video, for that 1 million views, those 1 million reshares or whatever the fuck. And I think that's just it's so ass backwards to me because if you look at certain, let's look at a couple of influencers. Let's talk about a couple of them. That guy, Boom Gang, I think his name. I don't even know his real name. He went viral over running off with people shit. Motherfucker, you got arrested for that. And I don't understand that. People like Jada Pinkett, she went viral when she had that little bullshit with August Alsina. But in my opinion, I feel like she took that newfound fame or that newfound attention and just kept building over it, like just kept building and building and building over it. And just in the process of her doing that, she's constantly sitting here degrading Will. It's like, if you can get to the point to where you're not only having an affair with your husband, you use that as monetization, that's a new fucking level of low. That's a new level of just sick. Like you're really fucking sick. But she ain't the only one, y'all. She is not the only one. You girl, the Catch Me Outside girl, Danielle something, whatever. She went famous. Well, she went viral over that episode with Dr. Phil over negativity because she was a troubled youth. Lil Tay, you don't know if y'all remember her. She was viral for a hot minute. The little Asian girl that kept posting all her money and just dumb shit. She went viral for that. Went missing for however long, and now is coming back to try to. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't keep up with these people like that. This is just things that I've seen over the years. Even more recently, uh, Aisha Curry. Now, I don't know what the fuck is going on with you, my girl, but you are married to one of the most successful basketball players in the world. Steph Curry is, the dude has a lifetime contract with Under Armour. He is forever set. The man ain't bad looking at all. Like, he's not a bad looking person. What more could you want? But at the same time, she decides to go on her whatever and insinuate her disappointment in her marriage and her kids, saying that she never wanted to have kids. She wanted to have a career and this and that. And it's like, bitch, what is stopping you from doing it now? Like, you can still have your career if you want to, even though you don't have to work another day in your fucking life because you're married to one of the richest motherfuckers in the world. Again, a lifetime contract with Under Armour. Like, you're set. You guys are set for as long as the Curry name continues, y'all will forever be set. As long as Under Armour is in business, y'all will be set. You don't have to lift a finger. Like, you have it made, Aisha. And I'm not judging you or anything like that. You have it made. So why go off and do this just for attention? And you went on, what is it? Girl Chat, that talk show Girl Chat. And I'm like, you're using this as you're trying to get attention again. And like I said, attention is one of the worst drugs that we can have in this particular society because everybody is addicted to attention and validation from outside sources. Why they're addicted to that, I will never fucking know the answer to that because the only person who needs validation for you is you. That's the only person you need validate. Validate your goddamn self. And that's all you need. You don't need validation from outsiders. The fuck? People that don't even like you. Come on now. But and then not only that, like I see this, I see she goes viral for a lot of negative shit. I remember when I think it was on I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. I said that show Girl Chat. That's not what had happened at when she was talking about her marriage. The Girl Chat thing happened when she faked like she was about to pull off her ring when that fucking waiter came out or what have you. And I think that's so what's the word I'm looking for? It's bad. I forgot what is that word I'm looking for? It's insulting, it's degrading for one, because and the thing is like let the roles be reversed. Let a man do that shit. And y'all, boy, I tell you, it'll be World War III. And again, like all this shit is done for attention. Like it's that negative attention that I'm talking about that we can't seem to get over because we want it so bad that we're willing to trade in values, morals, and ethics for that. And going viral does not last long unless you capitalize off of that and unless you become famous off of that. This shit doesn't last long. So all you're going to be known for is somebody who did this and just vanished. If y'all feel any different about that situation, let me know. And again, this isn't bashing anybody and this isn't getting messy about what she's doing. This is specifically about the attention that she's seeking on social media from others and her actions being the reason for that, or the actions that she's doing because she wants the attention. That's the word I'm looking for. All right. We good. We back on track. We also have influencers like what's his name, Andrew Tate, and those fucking podcast weirdos, Fresh and Fit. I don't like none of them. It's like they've made their name off of trying to go viral for just negative shit and stupid shit. And I can't get behind it because if I go viral, me personally, if I go viral, I want to go viral because I did something that was good or because I said something that sparked a debate that led to something good. If it's a sports debate or if it's something in this episode, that's what I want to go viral for. I don't want to go viral for talking down on people who guest on my show, send them rate me from 1 to 10 based off of looks and telling this other person, calling her out her name and this and that. I don't want to go viral for that. That's stupid. Even though I just referred to Aisha. Anyway, yeah, they do stupid shit. I don't like them. All three of them, Andrew Tate and Fresh and Fit, you all are clowns to me. I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to start no beef with y'all or nothing like that. I'm not in here for the drama. I just feel like the way you guys go about it, the attention that you seek and the way that you go about shit so negatively, I just think it's kind of corny to me. I really feel like you guys really need a reality check. And that's just that. Moving on. Even more recently, well, not more recently, but still recent. I don't know if y'all remember that young guy that went to McDonald's and started throwing a bitch fit over his ice or what have you. I really think that was so corny to me. It really was. How he said it. Oh, take that back, take this back. I said light ice. I said light ice. I'm not about to play with me. Don't play with me. I said light ice. I said light ice. Like nigga, shut up. What the fuck? All you had to do was say, ma'am, can I get light ice? That's it. And you sat there and put your phone in a certain position to record that interaction because you wanted to go viral over some stupid shit. And yeah, you got your 15 minutes of fame. But now I guarantee you, ain't nobody gonna be talking about you no more after that shit. After the dust settles, nobody gonna be fucking with you like that no more because the way you went about trying to go viral for doing that childish shit, Nobody likes that. And yeah, you got your 15 minutes fame. Like I said, you got videos, just TikTok flooded with videos of people going off on him and people disagreeing with him. And I'm like, bro, is that the publicity that you want out of life? Do you want people to look at you like an asshole? And then not only that, it's like, and I'm not gonna get too deep into this. The LGBTQ community already has it hard enough. Black people already have it hard enough. When you're a member of both, when you're a black person within the LGBTQ community, you have it twice as bad because you're a black person and you like the same sex. A lot of people out here don't fuck with that. I don't know why. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I don't swing that way, but my happiness or someone else's happiness isn't my happiness. So they don't shit out the same food that I eat. Well, I think that's how that phrase goes. Whatever. If I got it wrong, let me know. But if you want to be known for shit like that, for going viral over some negative shit, then I mean, be my guest. I mean, I can't tell you what not to do, but I just think it's personally, I think it's corny. I really do. I mean, I think Jada, Danielle, Tay, Aisha, all everybody who I mentioned, I think all of y'all are corny. I think y'all are looking at y'all are trying to remain relevant over negativity. And it's like, where's the positive? Where's the positivity in the society? Like everything is so negative and attention seeking and validation seeking. I don't get it. I really don't get it. If y'all can tell me, I mean, hell, I'm open for conversation about that. Let me know what y'all think about it. I mean, really, my question is, why does negativity or why do people try to become viral over negative shit rather than put in the work and go viral over something positive or because of a difference that they made in their community? Like I'm trying to fucking do. People don't value being good people anymore. It's just they value fame and fortune over, like I said before, the three key words here: values, morals, and ethics. Nobody values that shit no more. And hell, you could even throw in respect and loyalty. Maybe not loyalty, but respect for sure. People throw away these four aspects for fame and fortune. And those things aren't always good though. Excuse me. Those things aren't always good though. Like, all publicity is good publicity. I get some people have that mindset. Maybe so. I mean, I don't agree with it because again, I don't want to be known for I don't want to be a notorious person. And when I say notorious, I mean somebody who's known for negativity. I don't want to be notorious. I want to be known for the good that I did. Although I haven't I mean, yes, I've done things that I regret, but at the end of the day, can't nobody when I'm on my deathbed and when I'm taking my last breath, I don't want nobody to remember me for negative shit that I did, even though people are, because that's just how people are. But generally speaking, I want to be known for that one person that actually tried to make a difference in his community. And I'm actually trying to make a difference in my community. Can I do better? Absolutely. But at the same time, there's only so much I can do. But I'm going to definitely try whatever I can do. I'm definitely going to try. So I'm going to end this on a positive note. I do want to send a shout out to these three influencers who actually use their platform for good. Crystal Crave, I Speak 1906, and Consciously. I appreciate everything y'all do. Hopefully this reaches one of y'all in time. I appreciate that y'all actually use y'all platforms for elevation and not degradation. And I appreciate that y'all are so consistent with it. Even though I know a lot of you guys' pages aren't really shown in the way that World Star and TMZ and the Shade Room are. And those are shown so much because I guess because drama sells. But people like people like you three are kind of the reason why I wanted to get into this as well. When I look at you guys' videos, I know I don't see all of them, but the ones that I do see, like I will go as far as say they are somewhat of an inspiration to me. Some guys, some videos are, obviously not as more lighthearted than others, but just in a general sense, it's you three, Crystal Crave, I Speak Consciously, and there's some others that I left out, but anybody really who uses their platform for anything positive, really. I appreciate y'all more than you ever know. I know you probably don't know me. Eventually, hopefully, one day we'll get the chance to collaborate in the future. But in any case, y'all keep doing y'all thing. When this video goes on my Instagram, I'm going to try to find all three of you guys' pages and tag you in it. But again, like I said, keep going, keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing. I know I don't get political like you guys do, but I do appreciate you guys for, stepping out like that because I'm not at the point to where I really want to get that political, even though I did earlier. That's not really me, but maybe in the future I'll start to get a little more in depth with it when I learn more about it really. And I'm gonna have to do some more research on that because I'm not Again, I've never really been into politics like that. I've only really just recently started getting into it. Um, more so in 2016 when Trump first got elected. But in any case, y'all, I know that was a long one today. I appreciate everybody for tuning in and stay off social media, y'all. Even though I'm gonna be posting this to social media, don't be on that shit like that. Like take time out your day, do some shit outside, read a book, write some poetry, take a walk, spend time with your loved ones, spend time with your significant others, do something, you know what I'm saying? But the overabundance and the over reliance on social media, it's only gonna hurt us more than it's gonna help us. So that's all I got today, y'all.